Sexarella. These them sexarellas, and they came out exactly how I envisioned them in my mind.
It means that you don't know if you want to be masculine or if your ass want to be feminine.
This the definition of a smart dumb nigga, you intellectual idiot. Man, listen, shout out to young Pharaoh. He got these clown ass niggas in the uproar. Just on this bitch yapping and talking. So shout out to you for being your authentic self.
Based on my logical assertions, it seems like young Pharaoh and Nature Boy are compromised by the same malevolent demonic spirit because they're both talking about cats. Now watch this video.
This is the test. It's the spirit of a cat. Why? Because I channeled something the other day, and this is what influenced. Well, one of the things that influenced my size was so half killer in me, half pimp, half samurai.
The demonic spirit that they was channeling was the Nekomata, and the Nekomata is a supernatural cat of yoga that's connected to occultic Japanese folklore. And the cat has two tails, which represents the double mind, because the double mind is a confused mind that's connected to James chapter 1 verse 8. Because the double-minded man is unstable in his ways because he doesn't have a sense of self-direction, which creates a chronic imbalance. So that.
Now let's get to this clown right here. So this clown right here is what you would consider a smart dumb nigga. And everybody know it ain't nothing worse than a smart dumb nigga. This nigga get on the fucking internet and he just talk and yap and throw big words at people.
Stop listening to dumbass celebrities because fame and expertise are not synonymous. So just because you're good at music, acting, entertainment, and sports doesn't mean that you're knowledgeable when it comes to history, politics, and spirituality. Most celebrities are under mind control, which is why they got the blonde hair, because it propagates dark psychology, which is mental and spiritual inversion, which is quithothic emotional possession, which is engineered by destructive forces, which creates crash out magic, where you lose self-control by way of emotional impulse, which is a form of demonic possession.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about, bro. He just throwing big words and phrases to sound intellectual. Like, yeah, when you put all the shit together, it sound cool. Oh, it doesn't lead to expertise. He think he's an expert. That's what nigga said. Based on my logical insertions and calculations, like this scientific ass shit, bro. Simplify the shit, bro. I'm telling you, niggas. You don't need niggas like this to run around and throw all these big words at you and seem like they so smart and they so ahead of you, bro. You can explain the shit that this nigga is explaining in the simplest words and simplest terms. He did the same thing coming at 607 Unc, because 607 Unc had his nails painted. You did all this studying but have no knowledge yourself. And running from who you truly are. Well, it might not even be who you truly are, because this is select class, my boy. This is a real spirit party you cannot get in. Now I'm gonna break it down for y'all boys what this fucking cat energy is. The cat represents the feminine. Look at your boy right here. You see, I have my tiger nails. You feel me? That's that tiger cat energy. That's that feminine energy. These boys scared of that feminine energy, my boy. Now I'm gonna break this shit down simple for y'all, simple and plain. I'm not gonna use no big words like these clown ass woke niggas, these overly spiritual niggas that's going through spiritual psychosis, that's have information overload within themselves. I'm gonna break it down for you for the simplest niggas can understand. A child can understand this shit, how I'm finna break it down to you. Now this guy says that it's the spirit of confusion. These guys are confused. He don't know whether he wants to be feminine or whether he wants to be masculine. Stupid motherfucker. You stupid intellectual fuck. The definition of a smart dumb nigga. You intellectual idiot. Now let me break this shit down for y'all boys. Now this is the symbol of the god Baphomet. Baphomet is a symbolic figure that has been portrayed as a demonic idol. But simply, all it shows is symbolism. The master of Earth. He is sitting on top of Earth. The moon is light and this moon is dark. That represents the yin and the yang and the duality. Such as the breast and the phallus symbol right there. And you have the two serpents going up. That just represents duality, balance. Maya, all you woke niggas be talking about. Maya, balance. All you niggas love talking about Hermes Trismegistus, right? Hermes and Aphrodite had a child named Hermaphroditus. The name combines both parents' names and transforms dual sex in being a warrior nymph. He has an androgynous body similar to that of an intersex person. He is minor romance deity, symbolize intersexuality, androgyny, and marriage. Androgyny, the highest level of the high. You are on Earth in the lowest level of the low in the land of polarity. So you telling this nigga he got a split mind. Everyone down here has a split mind because it's the land of polarity, goofy nigga. Everyone down here is a split mind from the left and right hemisphere of your brain. The left side is the masculine and the right side is the feminine. You stupid motherfucker, you have to come into balance in order to appease both sides of who you truly are. You is too far over here in the left brain. You masculine, dominant brain ass nigga. You intellect. Based on my logical calculations, the infrastructure of the molecular field, you sound just like a YT. A Neanderthal, just operating on this side of your brain, not fully being in wholeness within yourself, but pointing fingers and judging another man, talking about he don't know who he is, he confused. No, you confused. You too far over here. You logical thinking, book smart ass intellectual idiot. This was 607 Uncle's trying to tell you. You over here because you need the books. You need the books to make it make sense to you because you are an intellectual thinker. You are a masculine thinker. 607 Unc is over here in his feminine side, so he can channel and get different things that he don't need to go in a book to find. Now this brother right here is a brother who's done made peace within himself. You see, he has a tattoo of Ma'at on his neck. Ma'at is balance. You niggas think y'all so woke. Balance what? You're balancing the masculine and feminine. Balancing the masculine and feminine. Shiva Shakti, the part of everyone on Earth has Shiva and Shakti within them. This is what this is symbolizing. My boy, read all them books, but do you truly have knowledge of self? What is all them books reading you if you ain't avoiding the knowledge of self? And I bet you not married because you're fucking battling the feminine within yourself. What did this mean? This means a painted nail? What did it mean? We in touch with who we are. We in touch with our feminine side. We are holistic in our being. Which brings me to my nigga Max. Shout out to my nigga Black Boy Max with the Diva tattoo. He was getting all this backlash because he tattooed Diva. Are you Playboy Bati? Everybody attacking him because he tattooed Diva and he want to be himself. Now let's look at the word Diva. The word Diva comes to the word meaning goddess. Transformed Diva, divine or God. Also pronounced Deva. Now, Deva is also a Devashanic from the Devashanic plane. Y'all could pause and read up on that for a second. This my nigga Playboy Max with his sewing, his little wig on, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Max. But who do Max look like right there? He look like Jesus. This Black Boy Jesus right here. Masculine and feminine. Cat represents the feminine once again. Dog represents the masculine. Cat, dog. They showed you this in Nickelodeon. Balance between the two. It's polarity. Just like Black Boy Max, another one who balanced his masculine and his feminine while on Earth. Prince. Where's Prince from? Prince from Minnesota, the home of the twins. Follow for part 2. Part 2. So now, like I said, my boy Black Max balanced masculine and feminine. Just as well as Prince did. He embodied this. Prince is from Minnesota, the home of the twins. Also, you remember the George Floyd shit happened there. Him and Steven Jackson was supposed to be twins. George Floyd nickname was Twin. All that type shit, right? Now, twin is nothing but your doppelganger or your double or your lookalike, or it comes from the root word two. Two is this. These two snakes are twin snakes, like the Haribo candies. They're the twin snakes. There's the masculine and feminine, the yin and the yang once again. Now, here go these two snakes once again. You also see these symbols on the side of ambulances. That represents the serpent energy, aka the Kundalini life force energy. Your life force comes from that. Now, with Prince being from Minnesota and that representing twins, that connects because the twin is the opposite side of yourself, your twin, your flip side, your mirror. Once again, these are twins. Your twin, your mirror is the flip side of your brain. The feminine is the flip side of the masculine. Everyone here that lives in a matrix has a twin because The matrix is built up off of binary code, and binary code is just ones and zero, and a one is a penis and a zero is a vagina. It comes back down to masculine and feminine. Everything on earth has a masculine side and a feminine side. That's the law of gender by, once again, Mr. Hermes, Mr. Thoth, that y'all fucking worship so much. The laws of the universe, the 7 hermetic principles, the 7 laws of Tahuti, the master key system, the Kabbalion. Same shit we talking about here. So by it being ones and zeros and it being a vagina in a what's the name? A vagina and a penis, when they come together, that represents wholeness. You come to earth and you separate into polarity, into 2 different genders. And your whole life you go looking and yearning for sex, because when you have sex, you are coming into wholeness, because you're reuniting, you're coming into union with the other half of yourself. So you're looking for your soulmate, but your soulmate is also within. Demons of the Shadow Realm. This kid right here, these are his 2 demons that are invisible to everyone unless you have an eye to see the demons in this particular anime. His 2 demons, aka left and right, aka left, they're called left and right, aka left and right brain. The right, the masculine, and left, the feminine. If I switch it up, it doesn't matter. But left brain, the right brain, I believe, is feminine, and it connects to your left side, your left hand, you're in the left side of your body, and left brain is masculine, it connects to your right side. That's why it's flipped on this side. So that's the same thing as this. Once again, now let's go back to Black Boy Jesus. Black Boy Jesus in the Deva, the Devashanic plane, the plane of the supreme being. Now they say, who's Jesus? Jesus is the fish. I wish I could flip this on its side so you can see that this is a fish, that's Jesus. Okay, remember this symbol. This is nothing but the fucking Venn diagram is left and right, and Jesus is the middle point. Jesus is the middle. That's why he holds his heart, because the heart is the middle point. It's the 4th chakra. Jesus represents the 4th chakra. You can't see it, but he has a heart chakra anahata tattooed on his chest. Jesus. He's literally becoming Jesus. Jesus is this fish in the middle. He's the middle point, the balance between masculine and feminine. Jesus, once again, the balance between masculine and feminine. The fish. The fish, also known as the Vesica Pisces. The same thing, the Venn diagram. Look, there go Jesus right there. I didn't even notice that, I swear, but there's Jesus right there. He's the fish of the Vesica Pisces. That's why Jesus also represents the zodiac sign of Pisces. And the vesica is also the vagina. Jesus is the vagina. Jesus has a vagina. Jesus is also the same deity as the god Dionysus. Dionysus, the god of wine. The effeminate god, purple. The god of wine in purple, Dionysus. Purple Rain, Prince. Black Boy Max, Dionysus, the one with all the hoes chasing after him, the effeminate man. Because he's balanced. That's why he got hoes. That's why they be having more hoes than y'all. Cat Williams. Cat is feminine. Cat is feminine. The pimp with the perm. The pimps have the perms. They're effeminate and they get the most bitches. This is the Dionysian energy. This is the Bacchus energy. This is the Jesus energy. This is why you become like Christ. You become like Max. Christ. He's a real diva from the devil plane. He's a supreme being. And he get more hoes than all y'all. So why y'all worrying and calling about another man gay? I seen the thing, everybody on the internet talking about worrying about his ASAP Rocky gay. He has one of the baddest women in all of history. And y'all worrying and asking about, is this man gay? Are y'all crazy? Why would he care? He has one of the baddest women in history. That he sleeps with every night. Also, let's take the anime Hell's Paradise and the Lord Tenten, also known as the Supreme Beings. These Supreme Beings represents the fullness of Tao or Taoism, that where the yin and yang comes from, the balance, aka the same thing as two Pacs. If Brenda had a baby, she have two Pox, the duality, the Gemini, the two heads, the Horus and the Set, the balance of everything. There's two sides to every coin. The Two-Face from the movie The Joker. The Batman shit. Batman also represents duality because he represents the shadow self. You have Bruce Wayne, and then you have Batman, the darkness, the dark man, the bat, the member of the shadows, the League of Shadows. What's going on in your shadow, my brother? Now in this show, Lord Tenzin, they all have the ability to change from male to female. It's literally interchangeable, and these are the supreme high beings in all the realm.
The Tenzin in Hell's Paradise aren't genderless. They're post-gender. In Taoism, gender isn't identity. It's a temporary biological state. That's why the Tenzin change form, not to express themselves, but to maintain balance between yin and yang. Their transformations feel unsettling because they didn't transcend humanity. They erased it. What you're seeing isn't evolution. It's enlightenment without...
This is a cat energy. This is like Jaguar. Cat Williams. Cat energy. It's like leopard or some shit. The cat energy that they are connecting to is, these are most likely Lyrans. Your Lyran starseeds. Now your Lyrans are your starseed people that come in the form, and their spiritual self look like lions, cats, big cats, tigers, house cats, fucking jaguars, panthers, and things of that nature. Now, your Lyrans, it says, are mythical humanoid and feline starseed race believed to originate from the constellation Lyra and its bright star Vega. Now, the most famous human Lyran that you would know would be Travis Hunter. That's why he was drafted to the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's very symbolic. He is the hunter. The felines are the master hunters of this realm. If you ever seen a pack of lion, the women are the ones that hunt, and they hunt ferociously. He wore an all pink suit, Travis Hunter, to the draft. And guess what? Travis Hunter plays both ways. He's known for playing offense and defense, and he won the Heisman Trophy for doing so. But that's just symbolic of playing both ways. He is balanced. All pink suit, the Pink Panther, member of the Lyrans. I believe that's what Real Chosen was talking about when he's saying, like, you could take this shit too far with this spiritual shit and you could lose yourself in it. So, like, come on, bro. Blonde hair is crash out, demonic magic. Come on, bro. Cats and felines have always been prominent in ancient times, culture, folklore, and mythology. This seems like a good book. Cat gods, goddesses, and deities and demons, and the Guide to Feline Folklore and Mythology by Natalie Bovis. That's probably Bastet right here. Then you also have the Great Demon Sea Tree. You have a lot of different lions and demonology, and your Goetic demons in the Goetia. Also, the Lion King. The sun is represented by a lion, Leo. It's a feline. All cats are feminine energy. So, just based on that alone, the fucking leader of your planet, which is the sun, aka Jesus, is a feminine energy. Everything come back to the feminine energy. But you boys, I don't know, man. I ain't even been on the internet, but I just came on here to say that. Shout out to Young Pharaoh. Shout out to Travis Hunter. Shout out to 607 who else? Yeah, man. To be themselves. Shout out to everybody who got the courage to be trailblazers and fucking stand on what they stand on and trust themselves. Trust their heart. Trust what they feeling called to do. Trust their spirit. Not listen to any of the noise on the outside that's coming in. And yeah, a lot of shit about to shift on the planet, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing to watch. Yeah, so sit back and enjoy the show, fellas.